Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Student, I hope Unit 1 is clear to you people. Now, the second thing about this, good thing about this book is after every unit there is a poem in it. So the very first poem we are going to discuss is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Lee Frost. It's page 11. Let me first tell you about the poet. Robert Lee Frost was a poet, he was a teacher, and he was a farmer. He was born in America, San Francisco, and the good thing about him is that he was very much inspired by nature, and his poems are based on daily routine life, which common people like the most. And the outstanding achievement of Robert Lee Frost is he was twice given award for his outstanding achievement in the field of poetry. I'll read out the poem and then I'll explain stanza wise. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Now, this is a poem which you can understand by the topic. It says stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Woods over here are, the poet is talking about forest. So the writer says, whose wood these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill with snow. The writer over here is saying that he know whose these woods or whose this forest belong to. So he says that he know that person and he lives in the village. He says that that person is not aware that right now I'm here and I'm watching and I'm staying over here, and he's not aware that his forest or his woods are filled up with snow and how beautiful it looks. The next stanza, my little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Now over here, the poet is saying that when I stopped in the forest and when I was looking around and when I was looking at the beauty of the nature, he says that my horse, he's calling it little horse because it's a pony. It's not that grown-up horse, it's a pony. And he says that he must be thinking, the horse must be thinking, and the horse is giving strange looks, that why is my master staying in the woods, in between the woods when it is full of snow. So he says that even the horse is giving such expressions that there is no farmhouse near. What are we doing here? Why are we staying here? Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. So the poet says that the horse is curious and he's giving strange looks to his master, and he wants to know that we are in between the woods and the lake is frozen, there is no farmhouse near, and he says that this is the darkest evening of the year. According to this line, it means it is December 21st, because December 21st has the darkest and the longest evening. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. Here the word his is used for the horse. So the poet says that you must have seen that horses are tied with leather straps. And if you have watched in your daily life, they hang those beautiful hangings with their leather straps. Some people hang those bells in it which make sounds. Some people different colorful things are attached to that leather strips. So the poet over here says that my horse is giving shake to the bell. Actually, the horse wants the poet to pay attention to him, that what is there any mistake, is there anything wrong, that why are we staying in the middle of the forest when it is full of snow, when there is no near farmhouse, and we are staying there. So the horse wants to know if there is something wrong. So the writer says the only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake is that the poet can only hear the sound of the wind and the snowflakes which is following on the ground. So the writer over here is telling us that even the horse is curious and the horse wants to know why the master is staying in the middle of the woods. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. The poet over here is saying that I know that the beauty of nature is awesome. It is giving a beautiful look, but I can't stay here for a long time. The writer says that I have promises to keep. Over here, the poet is trying to say that he have a lot of work to do. And he says, and miles to go before I sleep. In this line, we can get two opinions. One is that he wants to reach to his destination, the place where he wants to go, before it get night, before he want to sleep. And the second part would be that he's saying that he cannot stay in the woods or in the forest because he have to keep his promises, he have to fulfill some his dealings which he wants to, and before he dies he want to do all the things which he has streamlined for himself, that before he dies he will do all these works. So it can be both of them. It can be that he wants he kept his promises and he want to fulfill them before it get night and he goes to sleep, or we can say that he wants to do all the things which he listed for himself before he dies. That's it. I hope the poem is clear, and if there is anything you can please comment. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.